Before we get into the video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Finally, 2 years after Trainspotting actor and boxing gym owner Bradley Welsh was ruthlessly murdered in Edinburgh's West End, just metres away from his home he shared with his partner and young child, police have finally sentenced the coward behind the murder. Hitman for hire 30-year-old Orman has been found guilty of murder at the High Court in Edinburgh on Friday of callously shooting Bradley Welsh as he returned home. Now, this was a murder that had no motive. None could be established whatsoever, other than rumours circulated that Orman was hired by prominent gang leaders. He was also paid £10,000 to permanently get rid of Bradley Welsh. Now, Orman is a savage by definition. He did not care who his target was. He did not care that Bradley Welsh was an actor and a respected boxing gym owner. He did not care that outside of his job titles and his role, he was a family man that loved his child and did the best to provide for his family. All 30-year-old Orman cared about was that £10,000 payment, because it's part and parcel of the job. As well as shooting Bradley Welsh dead on his own doorstep, while his partner and child was still inside, the hitman was also convicted on charges of attempted murder for the vicious machete attack on Bradley Welsh's friend a month prior, David McMillan. According to courts, David McMillan is a millionaire, which is motive enough, but Orman was hired to take him out permanently too. Orman, along with 3 masked men, broke into the millionaire's home and hacked away at David McMillan in the attack. Also, in the attack, his 22-year-old son was also slashed at and suffered serious injuries to his hand after he tried to intervene and save his dad. The attack left the father with serious head injuries. Once they thought David McMillan was dead, the masked men then made their escape in a stolen vehicle, which was quickly set on fire in order to burn away all traces of evidence. Now, it's a known fact that Bradley Welsh was an associate to criminals, though he did not partake in criminal activities. Some rumours that circulated is that because he is an acquaintance of known gangland figures that run Scotland, he was taken out by one of their rivals. Now, one of the focal issues raised in the case was that a friend of the hitman, Orman, actually went to the police to forewarn them about the pending attack on Bradley Welsh, when he saw Sean at his brother's flat discussing how much his next target was going to cost and the name of the intended victim. The witness also says that he had seen Sean frequently leading up to the murder. On another occasion, Orman turned up at his brother's house with an old-style shotgun and actually fired the shotgun into the floor when he was showing the weapon off. Again, he reported the incident to the police and even told the police that they could recover the bullet casings or fragments. Passing sentence, Lord Beckett addressed the court and the accused Orman, stating to shoot an unarmed man as he approached his own home was cowardly, as well as a wicked thing to do. His partner and young child was inside when you ended his life, apparently expectant of payment. As a result of your actions, Mr Welsh lost his life in his 40s, and his friends and family have lost him forever. For the crime of murder and attempted murder, Orman was told he will have to be jailed for at least 28 years. Again, there is no motive for the crime, apart from payment of 10 measly grand, and when taken into account that Orman is a known drug user and drug taker, which you'd probably have to be in order to work as a hitman for hire, that sum of money would have dwindled in a few months at best. People with no sense of moral goodness or correctness are the worst kind of people, because they cannot rationalise right from wrong. If you're willing to murder a man for payment, a father, right on his doorstep, when you know his young child is just on the other side of that door, then your wickedness knows no bounds. This is a man that would probably kill his mum as she served dinner at the dinner table, if the payment was correct. Serving at least 28 years for a cold-blooded murder in which the hitman pretended to be a jogger and then shot Bradley Welsh in a premeditated attack is too lenient. Don't forget, he hacked at his mate David McMillan and his adult son when he tried to intervene. Again, this is a guy that is plain evil. All I can say is good riddance, and stay safe. Safe.